What's up today, guys? I want the civil rights devotion to hear me. I just filed the civil rights on this hospital. 2 customers threatened me, and the sheriff chief was acting jealous in the Holy Spirit. Something was off about his behavior. I said something. Mary Johnson must be arrested for racism crimes as a mayor. This is racism of a state of Texas on the civil rights devotion. I'm not going to argue about government. They know about those kids and that jealousy that was in that mall. And we ain't going to play dumb here. We ain't going to play dumb. The more people not being held accountable and going to jail for their behavior, and going to jail for their behavior, we going to have a big problem, Joe Biden. We going to have a big problem, Donald Trump. I want Miss Crystal, the Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department, to hear me. At the mayor, don't go to jail, and City Hall members, don't go to jail, and consequences do not happen for the people that was involved, and let the feds know about them dumb kids. They know about them. Should you let them create a platform in Houston, play that game? We got a problem. This lady catching an attitude. A lady catching an attitude. And I just filed the civil rights threatened. They want to call somebody gay because people ain't willing to argue or they lie. And the mayor don't lose his job and go to jail. And then all of the city hall members, if the consequences don't happen, I'm going to get somebody that's going to do it for the Justice Department. That whole Justice Department going to be restructured by the time I'm done. The whole state of Texas senators going to be restructured by the time I'm done. I'm asking you to do your job. I'm asking for the Mayor Eric Johnson and City Hall members to be arrested. Everybody that's involved, I don't care what you got to do. I'm asking for somebody's job to be taken care of. Now the FBI, I have talked to them. It gotta have a consequences for the actions of everybody involved. It gotta have a consequences for it. So when we talking out here, we got to understand what we doing here. This is about rights. This is about the Mary Johnson can't walk away. You know, I worked at U-Haul for five years. I had my regional manager, he's Mexican. And he would come up in every day. His last day, he was so happy to go into the police force. He would come in there and talk to me every day. But right now, if he know what's going on right now, I don't think my regional manager for U-Haul, that left U-Haul, that went into the police force, that wanted to do his job for a long time, if he know what's going on in the city of Dallas and what the Mary Johnson and City Hall member did and those things involved. Everything is comfortable. And I said something. I want a Wiley police officer to be rewarded for their good behavior and how they handle the situation the other day with a security guard. So I called one of the senators today and I told the FBI I want a Wiley police to be rewarded for his handling the situation when the security guard got out of line with me. So we got to look at that good recommendation for that police officer, Wiley, and make sure he get rewarded for his hard work. And for not taking it any farther and putting that security guard in his place. He said he's not going to lose his job. That's what he said. He promised me. He promised me he wasn't going to lose his job. When I talked to that FBI and I had to follow civil rights on the FBI, he going to lose his job and go to jail. That's going to happen. So the more we play dumb about the city hall members and everybody not going to jail, we got a problem here. We got a problem here. Everybody have to have consequences for their actions. Everybody have to have consequences for their actions. And if we don't hold people accountable for it, and the Mayor Johnson don't go to jail for racism words and sticking by voters and not sticking by that, we ain't gonna play dumb. I told that senators, we ain't gonna play dumb here. I talked to somebody, we ain't gonna play dumb. They made their bed, them dumb kids. We ain't gonna play dumb. Let them say what they want. I told Joe Biden and Donald Trump, if you want to make America great, don't hide documents when I ask for every gang member death and every kid death. Don't support these dumb kids and their parents because their parents got racial problems. And then we're talking about narcissists. We're talking about opinions from others and liars. So the consequences is going to be more. Balance need to be given here. Our consequences need to be given. I said something and I told the president, for all that, free Ray Nixon then. If you're going to let the mayor and everybody get away and the state attorneys get away from crimes, overturn the governor and mayor of New Orleans conviction then. I told Joe Biden that. Let's play this game. Let's play this racial crime that the government and the community played. With their racist tactic, I meant what I said. He looking at me. And I'm going to tell him again what I said. God said you're going to have to die to find it. I told your mayor that. He won't look at me with his racial ass, with his black and white businesses. Racism with disability. I'm going to tell him what he said. He looking at me. He got an attitude. He got an attitude. Intimidation of what's going on here. So that's another crime going on. Threatening and intimidation going on. We gonna keep this up. We gonna keep this up. God said we gonna keep this up about what's going on here. The mayor must go. I want to know who's going to do the right thing in Washington in the Justice Department. Are you going to let people have a free pass? Are you going to let people have a free pass? That is the most important thing if you want to keep this up. Because I see a bunch of leaders ain't willing to do the right thing here. They're not willing to do the right thing here. The mayor must go down. Everybody must go to jail. They not just quitting their job. They must be arrested for crimes. For crimes of racism with Trump voters. Crimes are going on against me. Trump showed his true colors. It doesn't matter how long he fight, I win with my justice.